Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Oof. Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, AM Morning, Althea McFarlane, the best that ever did it, you guys. And this is another installment of the Morning Mac Show. But this is another installment of the Freaky Friday version of the Morning Mac Show. And I have a nice big panel of guests for you today. I want to give a big ups and a big shout out to my boy Molly Mall, $1 Million Moments. Without him, none of this could be possible. Thank you. And I love you, Molly. And I want to give a big shout out to one of our very prestige sponsors, the only sponsor that we have actually for the Morning Mac Show. And I love her dearly, Miss Misha Merritt. Mom Merritt, thank you for supporting the Morning Mac Show and doing what you do. Okay, let's look at my panel. Who do I have on that's begging and riding with me today? Well, it's my girl Friday. She finally made it on today. Good morning, Miss Michelle Pucciarelli.
Well, good morning, beautiful. I took, you know what I did? Because after the week I've had of what we've been up to. We've been running since what, last Sunday? Since we went to go see Mr. Wood, your baby daddy, last Sunday, right? And right. I woke up today and I shook my head. I was like just barely woke. And I'm like, you know what? I am mentally, physically, and spiritually exhausted from the week and whatever. So I'm just like, I'm taking today off. I'm taking today to rest my brain, recharge my heart because I'm hanging with who? My sister and my family today. And okay. This is what you're going to see me do all day. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And we also got my little new friend, Mr. Trayvon, on today with us to give us his perspective.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Well, now I'm really happy I took a mental health day.
Yes.
I got my little stand for my phone, so I ain't gotta, hold it and all that. I'm hands-free interacting with y'all this morning. Good morning, y'all.
Yeah, I do the same thing, except I got my laptop laying on a pillow.
Mm-hmm. Good morning. Y'all two ain't going to out-talk me today. I need to be able to hear everybody. So we got to be mindful of that. And because the more people come on, the less time we have to chop it up,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, and we have a full panel coming in and out. They're going to be coming in.
Yep.
Woo!
It's Freaky Friday. You never know what kind of freaky surprises we could get.
That is
He doesn't believe me.
true.
He doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me, but I love surprises. Sometimes they don't happen, but we're still going to have a great show.
This has been a hectic week when I look around and on the news, not just for us moving and doing stuff, but have you noticed that every day this week was a reporting of some type of shooting somewhere
Yeah.
in the DMV,
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
in our backyard? People are taking this mental thing. You really need help. And a long time ago, people are ashamed to
Mhm.
say, black folks anyway, are ashamed to say they need mental help. Y'all
Yes.
better scream
What?
out here and say, look,
Well,
hey,
it was definitely shunned upon. I will add to that and say it was shunned upon. It definitely was shunned upon. Mental health, talking about it, the discussion of it. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we could never do that. I got a whole comedy bit that I'm going to do about the black people in mental health. See, Michelle can get up there and say, "Oh, she go to a therapist." You can't even get a black person now today to say to honestly admit they're in therapy. You know,
Yeah.
and talking about therapy. That's just like, ooh, we wouldn't do ooh because we was always taught don't fucking complain because what are you complaining for? You better
right.
not
Yeah.
say nothing. You better suck it up and hold that shit in.
Yeah.
That's what
Exactly.
we was always told.
So hang on.
And it's dangerous because
It
I see
is.
we need to get that poison out of us.
Right. And I have a question. I have a question
What's the question?
for the people who are currently hearing on this panel. When you say it was frowned upon, I mean, I don't talk so openly about my mental health and the fact that I go to a therapist because my family is proud that they have a dark horse in their family that fucking bucks everywhere and runs wild. You know what I mean? You know, this is what I'm saying. So my question to you guys are, my family, my foundation, they're the ones who frowned upon me to being crazy and openly talking about my mental health. I told you guys, I tried killing myself when I was a teen. They knew
Wow.
I was off the rails.
Wow.
And yet every time I say like I'm crazy, my mother will look at me, no, you're not. My father's like, well, I deal with that myself. I keep it on the inside. I know how to handle my feelings. And I'm like, if you're keeping it all on the inside, Dad, if it's all on the inside and you're not releasing your feelings and you're not telling people, you know, sharing your emotions.
I don't want to hear them to pick up talking.
Yeah. I mean, am I literally the pot calling the kettle black in this situation, given that I'm triggering my mother and my father and, you know, people who say they love and support me, I trigger them where they're like, ew. You guys get that sense? Has that been your experience?
This is Freaky Friday. We're not going to get into conversation. I just took a quick detour of just telling about what's in the news. And we all need help. Honestly, everybody on this top side of the globe, everybody got issues. It's how we deal with them. Certain people,
but you said
it's
been in the black
deal with
community,
them,
it's
and
not
certain
talked
people
about.
have to go and get help.
Why? I mean, my question: why? Like, who is shaming you all enough to not talk about your mental health? Because again,
girl, that's one of those.
But again,
that's one of those PTSDs.
I can't even imagine. Again, look at the color of my skin and look at the color of yours. And now look at the stories and the experiences that I've heard because I listen to my friends.
Indeed.
And my friends are going through a lot of nasty shit. A lot of nasty shit. And in some cases, it's as stupid. It's as stupid as just because of what? You're what? Because you're black, the color of your skin. Are you kidding me with this shit?
I don't know, Michelle.
I don't know either. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, you shouldn't be. I think that's where maybe things should change, where everybody should speak up a little bit more about how they feel. But you know what? Everybody has been sharing big feelings. Trevion, I'm taking a break because I'm going to sit back and listen.
Well, I don't want to take over the narrative of Freaky Friday, but with a quick answer, I would just say that it's generational. I would say, speaking as an African American person, that we didn't need any extra reasons, especially coming from slavery, coming from Jim Crow, trying to establish ourselves. We didn't need any extra reason to have anything extra on us, any extra red flags, stipulations, whatever you call it. We didn't want any extra setbacks. So I know that's oftentimes avoided in conversation. But I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Reese because I don't want to take over the narrative of Freaky Friday.
Well, I'm just waiting for the rest of our panel and the people to get in here. I'm looking for Blue Phoenix to pop in.
He's not
I'm
coming.
looking for Ernest to Shea Butter.
Phoenix isn't coming. She sent a message. She's got a field trip with her daughter.
Okay. I'm looking for Ernest
with me as a
Shea Butter 202. I'm looking for Nene and Rico, the power couple. I'm looking for Big Nut Productions.
Wait a minute. Did you just call Nene and Rico the power couple?
Yes.
And
You
if
know,
I'm not mistaken, did you say
forgetting about a power couple we met that gave me their business card that said on their business card they're a power couple at your book thing? How weird is
No.
that? You don't
No.
remember? You don't remember Peaches and Abraham?
Yeah, but it's not.
But I'm saying, how funny is that? You call Rico and Nene, and I know they're a power couple. And then we get a card and we meet Peaches and Abraham. Who what? They hand me a card and it says right on there, what are they too? A power couple.
Okay, Trayvon, what was you getting ready to say?
Oh no, I was just saying that I was gonna keep my mic muted as I'm listening to you guys, just so there's nothing extra on the feed and you don't hear anything in my background or anything like that. But yeah, I was just if we're having casual conversation until we're waiting for others to join the line, I would just say going back to what she was asking about, it's a generational thing. As Black people, we didn't want any extra on us. We didn't want anyone looking at us sideways, looking at our family members sideways. I was having a conversation with Miss Reese yesterday on the phone about sweeping things under the rug. And that can be anyone's family, whether you're Black, white, Indian, Native American, whatever you are, it can be anyone's family. But that the sweeping the things under the rug and not wanting to address certain things, a lot of families, even in today's time, I'm currently dealing with that. In today's time, people wanting to sweep things under the rug and just not wanting to avoid it. If you don't talk about it, if you don't see, you don't hear it, then it doesn't exist in most of our.
You know what's funny, Trevon? But you know what my mother used to say to me when something unpleasant in my life would happen? Put in your brain in the closet, lock the closet, shut the door, throw away the key, and don't look back. But the problem with doors is that shit seeps out around the sides and from underneath. Why do you got to put a towel on the door when your house is on fire to keep what? The smoke from getting in and killing you.
Indeed. If those are the if those icons, those names that are popping up, if those are viewers that are joining and watching, if I'm not mistaken, good morning to you guys for watching. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for joining.
Good morning, Slicky Woo Boo. That's my brother. Good morning, Yogi.
Good morning, man. Good morning, y'all.
Alan.
Everybody's
Good
here.
morning. Good morning, everybody. And it's Freaky Friday. Alan, hey, look, I know you're going to be chiming in. It's Freaky Friday, and we're going to keep it freaky on this Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Like we requested last week, so I want to Freaky Friday talk about sex. Well, we're going to talk about sex. I got questions set up and lined up for our guests and company when they come in. But so far,
is that the same Alan I met when we went out? When we went and saw Angie? Is that the same?
No,
Alan?
that's a different Alan.
Oh, there's so many Allens in your life.
There's so yes, there's so many. It's I know a lot of people. It's like this my family. Alan Williams that's family.
I know that's right. Well, welcome, y'all. Welcome to the podcast. Those that are viewing, welcome.
Right, Gambino Graphics. He's a graphic designer. That's what what that Alan does.
Alan said he's the first Alan out there. He's the first Alan. He's the first and only Alan, huh?
Well, the first in the family's first. I've known him all his life.
I know that's right. Family first. I like that part.
We got my viewers coming on. We got Reverend Dr. Clark. Hey, Kenny.
Woo!
Welcome, Reverend. Thank you.
Hello,
Reverend. Good morning, Reverend.
Kenny participating on a Freaky Friday. And there go my girl. They're going to
need morning.
Rico.
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing?
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Fam. Good morning.
Pretty good this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Hey, is Clark on? Okay, there you go. Because I'm like, I
there
couldn't
you
hear
go.
you.
Kenneth, you're a reverend too. Yeah, exactly, Alvin. Look, Alan's the words right out of my mouth. The Rev. Oh Lord.
Yes, Dr. Clark.
You've been holding out.
I like that. The variety of opinions.
Unorthodox. You're very unorthodox. Unorthodox.
Tell him, kid.
I'm not your traditional reverend. I'm not your traditional reverend. Yeah,
oh my God.
Friday on a healthy note.
Yeah. The Freaky Friday, so everybody can take part of the Freaky Friday.
I got a text message from Diddy. I got a text message from Diddy. You know what Diddy said? Diddy has said that today's the perfect day to say fuck it and take a mental health day and do the things that bring your heart joy. And look where we are, guys.
Okay. That's
Diddy
fun.
knows what's up.
Okay, that's fun. So we got since we got the 6 people on the panel, we about to let's go and dive in the questions and all that good stuff. All righty, are we ready, y'all? I want to say happy Freaky Friday to everybody. And we got a number, even men and women on the panel today. That's good because the questions I wanted some more people to jump in, but that's okay. That is okay. Okay, the first question that I was thinking about, it came from a show that we had yesterday, right? How many of us had that shameless sex? How many of us had sex? I'm gonna start with my power couple first. Not to start no arguments. This is before y'all met. We ain't talking about now. We talking about, in your life. How many of us slept with somebody that we were ashamed to admit that we slept with in the public?
Oh shit.
Oh man, I don't know.
Oh look, I don't. Never mind. I thought you were saying, shameless sex. I heard that part, but I didn't know about the rest. Let them answer. Let them answer.
We're gonna go with Nene and Rico. I'm going up the ladder. We're gonna go Nene and Rico. Then I'm gonna take the Kenny. Then I'm gonna take the Trayvon.
Dong, bing, dong.
I'm gonna tell you.
Go for it, Rico.
From being a puppy to a big dog, you know what I'm saying? It's some trees that I done ran up that, you look at it and say, damn. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? In the exploration, you know what I'm saying? You come across some things and you don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying? It only happens after the act. Would you say, was it, something that you either was just thirsty at that moment or whatever it is? So you don't have them different moments. Like, throw that skeleton in the closet. You know what I'm saying?
With many others?
Well, yeah. It's enough of a share that can find out. It's body count, but it is what it is.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know what? Because it's 2 of us, I'm gonna save some. I'm gonna let the next person go. I'm gonna save.
Ooh, she's in the field.
That's how women do. You the skeletons in the closet, boy.
Candy. Dr. Clark.
I will pass the baton.
You're not gonna answer the.
Are you
okay? Kenny said you ain't gonna know how many bodies he got on his gun. Okay. Well, keep it in the closet, Kenny. Keep it in the closet.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Trayvon.
Well, I would say, I always looked at sex as, and like he was saying, one of the power couples, I forgot your name, one of the members of the power couple, he was saying something about being from a little dog to a big dog. Now, one thing I would say, I've always realized that sex is a soul tie. Sex is an energy exchange. I've always believed that whatever trauma that person is going through, whatever demons they have on their back, that they can transfer that energy to you. Same thing as being an energy vampire. So I never really had anyone that you had some times that you like, damn, I wish I didn't give it up. I wish I didn't, but at the same time, I was always very choosy with it. So I usually wasn't getting necessarily involved with somebody unless I was actually with them or trying to build something with them. So I don't have any shameful incidences where I'm like, oh, damn, I wish I didn't. But no, I don't really regret it. I try to be careful with it. That'll be my quick answer, my quick response.
Okay.
I try to be careful with who I get involved with on that level.
Good answer.
Michelle.
That is an excellent answer. And don't worry, I see Nene and the good Reverend. I'll answer the question. I'm gonna hit it head on because
Wait, your volume is low.
Yeah,
turn up
my volume is low. Is this better?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. So I walk around this earth. I walk around this earth as a proud slut, but I'm a slut with standards because I have emotions and I have feelings, and most importantly, I still have a heart and a soul. So sex for me sex, like Trayvon says, for me, it has meaning. I mean, there's meaning in every person that I'm having sex with. Some do mean to me more to me than others. Some are easy for me to let go. Some
I feel Alan response.
But for me, have I had shameless sex like publicly or behind closed door? Absolutely. And you gotta be honest about it. You gotta be honest about it. Again, I was saying I am a slut, but I am a slut with standards. I appreciate that. I appreciate that emotional sexual connection. It is a spiritual experience for me. You know why, motherfuckers? You know why? because I fucking orgasm every fucking time, even when you don't want to do the fucking work.
Hey, okay.
Drop the motherfucking mic.
How?
Wait, before you drop the mic, explain to me, what is a slut with standards? Explain it to me.
Alan.
Yeah.
You can't let that ride.
You get one. You usually don't get the other. You get one. You don't get two together. They don't,
I
usually.
don't want to monopolize the conversation. I really don't. I don't really want to monopolize the conversation today because I want everybody to talk and be heard. So I'm
just explain. Just explain. Just explain that point to us.
I'll be real quick. I'll be real quick about it. I grew up Catholic. Okay, and every Sunday I had to go hide in a box and confess what I did to a dirty old man who would be like, "It's okay, honey. Go say a couple of prayers. Boom, you're saved. You'll go to heaven when you're ready. Just come back and tell me all your sins." Okay, got it. So now I go to Catholic high school where girls are called St. Joseph, the St. Joseph by the Sea sluts, and a slut is a girl, by standards, that is sleeping around with lots of guys, that she didn't care. She would suck dick for weed. I mean, I have the $20 if you want it, but no, just come in my hair and we're good. I'll call it even. It's fine.
Wow.
But again, when I was in high school, when I was a kid. So as a kid, I was running around being R. Kelly. No, I'm not. I didn't
look at this.
I was an adult.
Somebody come look at this.
But again, theoretically, all I'm asking everyone is to look at today's standards and look how a man is held. He's a stud. He's a bull to a woman who's running around being sexually open, owning her sexuality, empowering herself, saying, yeah, I know I'm a good looking woman, good. But let me tell you, there are a lot of men who are not my fantasy, but yet they walk over thinking they are. In actuality, they're my worst fucking nightmare come to life.
Wow.
Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
I just think that I don't want to interrupt anyone, but I just think that I look at women in this world as, when you compare the two, men usually are dogs. You ain't got to be a dirty dog. You just a dog by nature, so you're still gonna have them dog ways. But women hold a higher standard in terms of allowing them. I mean, you can be sexually liberated, you can be free as you want to be, but I think women they're more precious. There's something that you don't want to give everybody access. You don't want to be a lock that everybody has a key for. You don't want everybody to be able to, so women I hold on a higher standard just because they're the creators of life. I mean, yeah, you need a man and a woman together to make it, but I put y'all on a higher standard because I have more value for y'all in society.
It's a balance. It is a balance. I mean, I know we are living in a world where everyone loves everyone now, but theoretically, everybody has an energy that can balance out one another. There's a male, a female, or a they and a them, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. Everybody has energy as they walk around this earth. So when you're in a relationship, the kind of energy you bring is the kind of energy you're going to get. So at that point, you can either balance one another, or you could just knock each other off course entirely and then be bitter and walk around this earth like, oh, all men are the same, all women are the same. Well, actually, in my experiences, ladies and gentlemen, it's true. All men are the same. Sorry, fellas. Ladies have been a lot nicer to me lately. I don't know why.
Can somebody read Alan's comment? Molly, can you pop in and read what Alan is saying for me?
Yeah, because he's definitely commenting good stuff. He's definitely responding and saying good stuff. I don't want to miss people's responses on here either.
No, I know. I mean, let me see if I could pop up Alan's comments, because my laptop never works. It works sometimes. Like technology is a weird fucking thing. But Alan actually started when we were talking about the vampires. He was saying that, hang on. I have had life sucked out of me and regret that didn't stick around longer. And Alan then also said, got it. Slut. Check mark. Noted. A slut with standards is a slut that uses hand sanitizer before and after and also changes receipts there afterwards. Amen. Thank you. Well, I got my tubes tied, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a fucking catch. I know what I'm getting myself into. I have choices in this world. And I touch myself regularly. That is what was dream.
You got free will, John.
Yeah. And Alan is also proclaiming he's every woman's dream. Yeah. I said it there, out there. Alan said it. Hint, Reese Cup.
Yeah. Kenny, what do you think about the term slut and how we're talking about it? I mean, how do you feel about that? Because I'm not gonna let you just sit here and be quiet, because that's what we're not fitting to do.
No. I think, words have power, so words change over time, right? I don't, the term, excuse me, I hate messing people's names up, but Miss Michelle, you said a slut with standards. Why does when we think about sex, why is the term slut negative?
It's one to know one there, Yogi. Sorry.
You get what I'm saying? Why is the term slut negative? I mean, let's face it, y'all. We all came into this world through sex.
Right.
And you know what, Reverend? I'm just going to add one thing what you said. Well, sluts are women with feelings and emotions too. And like Trayvon said, it's a spiritual experience. So when somebody has emotions and says somebody, I have emotions and I'm scared, that person can choose to listen or not.
We had 2 new comments coming from Miss Tina and a few others. Not to interrupt you guys, but 2 new comments that just came in. So I don't know if there's somebody who wants to be dedicated to, keeping up with the comments and people speaking to us, but we got some good responses coming in, guys.
Oh, that's great. We like that.
Can you see the responses coming in?
Yeah, I accidentally swiped out before, but I'll go over to the chat section. It was Miss Tina and one other commenter. Let's see.
She said,
Larry said, good morning. Let me see. Speaking of energy, I see Miss Tina and someone else say something.
Okay, well, while you looking for that, let me go back to Dr. Clark.
Sure.
And get his response, and we get back to you, Trayvon, our reporter on the scene with the comments that the people's giving. That's our reporter. Okay.
I like it.
Dr. Clark, it's back on you, sir.
Yes.
You said, why is the word slut a negative term? That's where you stopped. Action.
Yeah, why is the term slut negative? And who gives and who came up? Who's the author? Who said that this word slut, with this terminology, it's going to mean A, B, C, D, E, F, G?
Mm-hmm.
Who, think about it? Who said, oh, this term slut, this means derogative, this means that? Who's the author behind that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Who's the author and why do we follow? Who's the author of all these words? Who put this stuff together?
I just Googled it. Can I tell everyone what it means? And this is from Wikipedia. So according to Wikipedia, although the ultimate origin of the word slut is unknown, it first appeared in Middle English in 1402 as slut, AHD, I don't know what that means, with the meaning of dirty, untidy, a slovenly woman. Even earlier, Geoffrey Chaucer used the word sluttish. And what color is Geoffrey Chaucer, everyone? Say it loud, say it proud, say it with me.
He's white.
Whitey!
So Whitey came up with all the terms that we go by. So we got that established. Whitey, Merriam-Webster, Whitey did the book. They came up with the term and all this stuff that we go by, and they put it all together. Boom. So
people think I don't listen.
And we go by that. And Tina said that men are bigger sluts than women. It is like that because women always used to have to be chastened. My grandmother and her grandmother, mother, all that they had to be chastened or chastened. But a man could go out and fill his oats. But who can go out and sow his oats with? He had to sow with a woman. So a man go out and sow his oats. He's the stud muffin, okay? A woman that was victimized by this man is a slut. So it's men that makes us women sluts. Mm-hmm. And it's men that take that word and use the power because I'm picking on Rico because that's my Virgo brother. Rico can sleep with me, Nene, Michelle, and they were like, "Yeah, Rico, way to bang him out, way to get him down."
Yeah.
Then we go and sleep with Trayvon, Kenny, and Molly. Oh, that bitch! She's a whore.
And we got a question.
It's the men that gives that word power to the woman. That's to keep us down. White man did that to keep us down, to categorize us, and gave that power.
So excited.
We let it go. We perpetuate the stereotype that they throw on us.
Absolutely.
Shake it off, Rico. Shake it off, Rico.
Can I answer a question? You guys mind
Hey, look, I feel like this, man. Listen, it was a lot of conditions going on.
I can't hear it.
No. Do you guys mind if I answer a question?
Wait a minute, Michelle, you're going out. You get your speaker.
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, so I want to answer a question. That came in from an audience member, Larry Yogi Weeks, which is, what's the difference between a slut and a whore? A slut is a woman that gives herself away for no money. A whore is a woman who takes money. I'm also a slut that actually gave money away. So, I mean, I don't think I'm a whore yet. Nobody's been giving me money. I've been working for it. My friends and my family, like the Foxes, have given me money and helped me out when I needed help. So if that makes me a whore, then yeah, I guess I'm a fucking whore.
No. Wrong answer. You give the money. You not the whore. You being played if you gave the money away. The whore is the prostitute. She gonna get paid for what she putting down. A slut is just do it for the hell of it, for the love of it, for the sport of it. A prostitute doing it to make ends meet, to level up. Look, women, we always say you got to use what you got to get what you want. So sometimes to pay that rent, to pay that light bill, that mortgage, if there's no man in that house to bring in, sometimes a woman had to go out there and lay with you for a couple of oats, for a couple of bales of barley, for some oil to make some tea cakes to feed the family. You feel what I'm saying?
All right now, Freaky Friday.
I think that it was something. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was something that the power couple was getting ready to say to us, because I think that he was raising his finger to say something. I think the power couple wanted to say something.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, listen, it was always something that, I mean, I've been hearing it from my uncles and aunts and different things like that. They had it's an unfortunate contradiction, but they said the woman that has 1,000 guys is a zero. The man who has 1,000 girls is 0. I mean, these are the type of situations that was coming up back in the days because, like I said, women held such a high position by being able to give life, be the whatever it is. It's like, a lot of different double standards that's going to go on, and it's a lot of unfair titles that's going to be put on when you're trying to find out what works for you. And really, over a period of time, you only can know what really works for you. And
that's it.
You can only define you. You can embrace it and try to seduce others to be like you, but for real, it might not be their cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know what works.
Exactly right.
Hey, I like that answer, Reed.
I like that, dog. All
right. I see my girl on the side saying something. My girl Spice. Come on, Spice, bring it on through. What'd she say? What did Tina Turner say?
She said, I guess I'm a hoe. I can't stop laughing her like her. She's funny. Thank you, Miss Turner. Thank you, Miss Turner. Please tell me I don't have a husband in life. I don't want you to come in and beat me.
Oh, y'all coming hard, Freaky Friday. Y'all coming in.
And Alan said, ain't no difference in sluts and being a hoe. Alan, yes it is. We just went through that. Being a whore.
This should be laughing.
Just sell your ass.
Oh man.
Just sell your ass.
Yeah, but if you do that, you're a whore.
Oh, y'all keep funny this morning. Y'all going hard. Y'all going hard.
Just sell your ass. And what Alan said? Alan said sluts are like, sluts are PK, what? Whores are graduated. Okay. Hey.
Tina's
So,
starting
so,
to
so
about us,
sluts
Althea.
are pre-K and whores are graduated. So you're saying that if you start off as a slut, that eventually you'll graduate to a
I'm
whore.
absolutely a whore.
That's what Alan is saying.
That
That means you graduated.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all funny. Y'all funny.
Okay.
Larry said something. Larry just commented, but I missed it just now. It just popped up and went away.
People and receive money from them, isn't that whoring? Yeah, I'm a
Yes.
girl that can do both. I'm
100%.
fucking fine.
You
With
sleep
people I
with
love.
people.
Guess what? You don't need no money. Sleep at my house, eat my food, smoke my weed, touch my hairless pussycat. You're good. I love you. But
Damn.
again, it's not
Who's winning in this deal?
Wait a minute. Let's answer that question. What did he say again? He said, if you sleep, wait a minute, let me break it down.
And receive money from them, isn't that whoring? And I said, yeah, well, I guess
If
that
you
makes
sleep
me.
with people and receive money from them, is
And-
that whore? Well, then there's a
and
lot of
don't
male
say-
whores out there.
A girl's got to get to New York. What do you want me to
That
tell
part
you?
too.
There's
That
a
part
lot
too.
of male whores out there because I know a lot of jokers that come
Yeah.
over and you know Montel Jordan started that bullshit when he said I'm coming over. He
What?
said I'm gonna watch your TV. I'm gonna listen to your CDs.
What?
I'm gonna eat some food. Montel Jordan
Yeah.
was saying that he coming over. You gonna do all of that stuff for him. And then you might have to get the dude a couple of dollars for some gas money
Is
to
this
go
the
home.
same guy that said this is how we do it? This is the same Montel Jordan that said saying this
Yeah.
is how we
Yeah.
do it. Look
Right,
at
that's how
sneaky
he do it.
motherfucker.
How we do.
Now, how
That's
many
how he
men?
do it. That's
How
how he do
many men got paid? How many men that played a woman? And because I know I've been played, I gave out dollars before. I ain't gonna lie, I was a boo boo the fool. Man, I had one dude that I did everything, help him get a car, got a car insurance, everything. And that's because women, sometimes we get dickmatized, and I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes
Amen.
women
Man.
get and men get pussitized. Women
Right.
get dickmatized and men get pussitized.
Larry said, Larry said, horse
that joker got your nose wide open like a Mack truck. And we can run right through it, in and out, no problem. And when women get all hypnotized, sometimes we get that love and lust feeling all mixed up. We know, oh, what he doing to my body? Oh, that's a good feeling. Oh, I feel good. And then you start thinking that you're falling for somebody, but you actually not. And you doing stuff for this joker because the sex is banging. Now, think about this, man and woman. If that sex was some damn garbage, if this man, and he's the same man, but his sex was awful, didn't make you feel good enough, it would be so easier for you to say deuces and you ain't even getting $2. Kick rocks and flip flops. That's what you would tell that joker. But because it's good and it's good to you, you be like, he be like, baby, I need, oh baby, what you want? Oh, I got you just to keep that good around.
But I
Good,
have a question. I have a question. Now, my question is, when do we reach a point? What age or what point in life do you think people reach where they decide? Because I've always been able to separate the two, even though I say, you know, sex is a soul tie, and I don't like just having an exchange with anyone like that. I was always able to separate the two, you know, because my weed is good, a candy bar is good, you go to IHOP, I bet it's good, but you know, if everything is not, how do people? Why can't people really separate the two? Because I mean, yeah, you might be filling a void for, you know, temporarily, but why can't people separate the two?
I'm about to tell you, take the time to get to know the person before you give them your good and plenty. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for just a fuck, go get your fuck. But if you're looking for something more, you take the time to get to know the person, because you may fall in love with that person, and maybe that person, it's all a mental thing.
Yeah.
It's all a mental thing.
Oh,
If you get physical before you get mental, then you following the physical.
Oh.
So if you really want to get to know and love a person and looking for a mate, have conversation. Take the time to get to know them. Not that member, but them.
Indeed.
Oh my God!
But that's how you can separate. That
That's
came
a good
with
response.
wisdom.
Yeah,
That's a good
response.
Yeah.
Because you only here, you're not here for a long time. When you fucking real fast, you're not here for a long time. You're only here for a good time. And after that nut is gone,
I know, Mike.
the man can turn away, the women can turn away.
You surely get clear-minded afterwards. You surely all of a sudden you see a new light and all that. So that's why I don't give nobody a chance to be like, oh yeah, you know what? I realized I don't want this. You know, I don't want it.
Didn't Earth, Wind, and Fire say the reasons?
Yeah.
After the love game. Go ahead, my power couple. What y'all say, Nene?
Oh.
Hey, listen.
Straight up though, little Freaky Friday fact.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it is a fact that when you have an orgasm, it is like the endorphin rush is just like that of a coke rush. If somebody had coke, you know what I'm saying? They put in like science books and all this other stuff because you will have like decision making issues after somebody that you might feel for in that way. But if you've never gone through the experience of, you know, seeing yourself make some decisions after you got a chance and choice. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, make your standards about picking the right lover. Be a good lover. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always going to come. It's always going to come back to you. The pun is in.
But can I piggyback off of that? Not only that, let me just say just a little bit. So with that being said, you have to be careful because you know there's consequences to our actions, right? I know I like to have a good time. I like to have fun. But sometimes there's consequences to this. You have a good time if you want to see somebody who has AIDS. Right? You're having fun out there and you catch something that you can't get rid of. Now your life is going to go down. You already know what's going to be the end result today. All because I wanted to get into my freaky self. I let my other me come out and take over and allow me to do some reckless stuff awful and not. Or just to say, I feel like I want to be a freak today. No, it can't go down like that because I'm going to tell y'all something. Back in the day when you caught gonorrhea or some type of just anything, you could just get a shot. You knew it was going to be gone in 3 days or 5 days or how long for to recover. But what if you out there having a good time, you catch something that you can't recover from? Man, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go out like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go, you know, my obituary say I caught AIDS and that's why I'm gone. No, thank you. No, thank you. I like to have a good time. I got to be safe. And I don't want to be in the back of my mind where I'm getting my back tore up. That damn could cost me my life.
Yeah,
that part.
Yeah. That part though, I like that response. I like y'all comments. I definitely like y'all comments.
I like being nasty. Yes, I do. I like. So I gotta be careful how I put my freak on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what is? I'm playing devil's advocate here for a second. What is because here, you know, as being a screenwriter, right? You know, I have a story that actually deals with that. You know what I'm saying? Does because I mean, you know, we're getting more advanced with, you know, the healthcare industry, advanced with, you know, cures and stuff like that. Does that mean that just because somebody has a medical condition that they're not worthy of love, that they're not worthy of being intimate, that they're not worthy of being desired? You know, I'm writing on the story right now of two individuals, two crackheads fell in love with each other, and one of them has AIDS. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just, you know, I know it's a little bit different here, you know, and I ain't playing devil's advocate, but I'm just saying, like, you know, love is a natural thing. Sex is a natural thing. We all desire to be loved, hugged. You know, it's how we got into this world. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
good shit.
That is good shit.
Oh, that's some good shit. Let me get
that is some really good shit.
I like that.
Can I piggyback off the good Reverend?
Go ahead. Speak up, Michelle. Yeah.
So and again, I don't know if you guys have heard of a book called A Return to Love. It was actually written by a white woman named Marianne Williams, and she did have something good to say. And the one thing I took away from her book is that exactly, as infants, as babies, when we enter through this life, through our mother's fiery whatever hole, we are born into love. We are a baby, like, doesn't know any better, and all we're looking is for a little bit of love. But as we grow up and face this hard, cruel world, we get covered in shit along with our heart. So again, do you want to be the kind of person that walks around with love in your heart, or do you want to be the kind of person that's walking around with a shit love filled, a heart that's covered in shit, basically. And you can crawl out of it if you. And this is, again, I'm not trying to preach to anybody because I feel like I'm preaching to a choir here. You can crawl out of that if you.
We're listening. We're listening to you. It's an open panel.
I misspoke. Thank you for not listening to me, because it's not if. It's when you love and accept yourself. When you walk around looking at yourself and say, hey, I love that person that I'm looking at in the mirror. I could see the love. I could see their soul. I don't care what they look like when they first wake up in the morning. I don't care that she clogs the toilet or wets the bed. I see the person for who they are. I don't even care what color of the fucking skin they are, or religion, or if they're they or them. If they're a good person that walks around with love in your heart, do you not think people that's on this panel, here's my question for you, aren't they going to be nice, loving, caring people, and all they're looking for is a little bit of love? So that's what you give out. If you give out love, what do you guys think you're going to get back?
Okay.
Sounds good. I like that, Shell.
I think that
I'm gonna play devil advocate after Trayvon.
Okay.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I think that everyone deserves love, but one thing that I will say is you have to be aware of the mistakes that you make and the impact that it will have that those that you want to, the impact it will have on those that you want to invite into your life for whatever reason that may be, whether it's for a reason or for a season. So if you're making a mistake that may be a setback, it may close off more doors for you. I feel like you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. So I feel like, whatever intent, whatever if you're taking care of your body, the energy you're putting into yourself, if you try to deter yourself from making those type of mistakes, everyone does deserve love, but you have to be willing to accept the fact that you may close off a lot more doors because of catching a disease or because whatever you got into sexually that is now a hindrance for you. But I feel like you keep you get your blessings by keeping your doors open to all possibilities, because you don't know who you may run into. The person that may have this type of health, and I'm responding to the Reverend, the person that may have these health problems or these health issues, they may be the best thing since sliced bread. They may be the best person, the highest value person. They may be put something into your life that you never heard from the richest man or the richest woman that you walked across on the street or watch on TV. So I think you need to keep your mind as open as possible. But I feel like with that person having a health issue, because my ex had a health issue. My ex had stage 4 renal disease, which is kidney failure. So I know about sacrificing yourself and getting on the job or clocking in to the person that you're with for the sake of love. I know what that feels like, but at the same time, take care of your body and and keep yourself prepped and ready. Not only for you, but for whoever you're trying to get with, but keep yourself prepped and ready for those possibilities. Try your best not to make those mistakes that will be a speed bump, will be a hindrance, will be a blockade for, your life. You can't help certain health issues. So, but that'll be my response to the Reverend. I think you try to keep as many doors open as possible, but you have to be open to the fact that you're not going to attract everyone that you used to attract with that situation. You might, doors may not be as open as you want them to be.
Amen.
I like that.
Amen.
Yeah, I hear you guys talking and saying about don't this person deserve love, don't that da. Let me tell y'all something. Take it any way you want, because this is coming straight from the heart, and I'm shooting straight to everybody on the panel and out there that can hear me. Love start with your motherfucking self. Love yourself first, because that will exude you to be able to give and receive love from others. When you love truly, when you find out who you are and a child of God, okay, let's keep it real 100. Who you are to the maker, the creator, the divine, ain't nobody going to stop that love, shine, and that light. And people that's light, that know who they are inside, glow. And I can give my glow and shine the light on you to help you shine your light. Sometimes the light have to light another light, and y'all could illuminate together. We are people. We supposed to love each other, but this is start right here. You gotta love and get that shine within, because once you love you will know how to give and receive. You gotta do both. You gotta be able to do both. Right. And that's how you love other people. And that's how you
love thy neighbor.
But
amen to that. Amen to that.
It took me 45 years to realize, and I'm older than 45. It took me almost all my life to realize who I was and what I was, and to the Creator and why, the being, the reason, the purpose. Like that. Once you get that, can't nothing nobody say them that light, because they come from a different place, a spiritual being. And we all gotta feel that love first. So love Michelle from you inside. It ain't gonna matter who do what you, it ain't gonna hurt you, girl.
Make it plain.
Amen.
Bullets are not that. And Ken, if you will learn to love to accept people who got other diseases, we all deserve love, but love start with you. You can be loved for somebody else. So I love you. You love you. I love you.
I love that response. I love that response, Ms. Reese. I love what you had to say to that. I do like that. I do like that.
Trying to make us fall in love with you.
Rico know what I mean. And you know what? It's funny because I had a near-death experience to realize that. Rico, can I get an amen?
Yeah.
You wake up, Frankie, you wake up with a renew and something different inside. You got to go through some. I went through some bad stuff.
I know that.
I'm like, wait a minute. Like that's why I said it took me 45 years to learn. But I'm like, wow.
You got to learn.
The veil came off for me, and I felt, and I moved differently now.
So, Friday testimony.
No, it's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. That's why
Freaky Friday testimony.
I had to get off the phone.
Yeah, we need it though. We need it though. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Miss Reese. I love that.
But
all right now, amen. Let's just say amen again.
Amen.
Molly, put the cash app up.
I'm feeling the spirit.
Okay, I feel that. Let's pass around the collection plate one more time, ladies and gentlemen.
He spoke from the book of Toxolonius, chapter 69.
Oh my God.
As long as it's dollars, $69, Rico. Put in $69.
Miss Reese, we got some more comments coming in, guys. I don't know who wants to read off of them, but we have a few more comments that I see pop up.
Read what you see, Trayvon. Who's saying what? Read what you see, man.
Let me see real quick. I'm gonna go to the bottom of that list real quick. Let's see. Let me see. Alan said, let's upon up to chapter 69 pumps in the pump verse 1. Let me see. Hold on.
Bible.
He said, talk this shit, cuz.
It's called Unity. Let's do it.
DJ Slicky said, somebody done told you that, Reese, you not that smart, I know. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
That's my problem. He always picking on me.
Yeah.
Alan
said,
you see me rolling. Here comes Slicky.
Alan says,
another time. You see me, yeah, exactly. Rolling dirty. We see you.
I got another comment for you, Miss. I got another comment for you guys. Alan says, I love myself so much that people get upset. I'm confident, talented, creative, and well moisturized. He's stupid. He said, my confidence is off the roof. He said, I love me, and you gotta love me in that way also. Yeah,
because Alan like right damn near white, and you can't. He ashy. You can't. Light skinned people get ashy too, don't they, Ken?
That's right.
Light skinned people get ashy too.
Ashy light skin especially need the love too.
Look, and white people get ashy too. I seen an ashy white person. Yes, I did. You talk about well moisturized.
Larry said that he has another question. He says, Larry says a question. He said, for active parents, would you be, and this is kind of going back to that slut whore comment, would you be all right with your children being called a slut or whore? Obviously not, but I want to hear from the panel on that question.
For active parents, okay. Rico, you a parent and you got a little girl and she's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Would you be all right if they called your daughter a slut? That's a
or whore.
I mean, the thing is, people are going to call her what it is. I'm teaching her right now, by their fruits you shall know them. You're going to get a return on your investment.
I like that.
Sometimes, I mean,
like
it's
that,
something that you basically, you got to let them know in different ways, just like I taught my sister, the way I learned from a lot of different proverbs. I love King Solomon, and King Solomon has a story where, he had a lot of wives, a lot of concubines. So I study proverbs, and for real, I tell her whatever these done in darkness come to light. I mean, you put in the ground, you know what I'm saying? I'm teaching her about karma. I'm teaching her, hey, if you put a corn seed in the ground, it ain't gonna come up a watermelon. So don't be delusional. Yeah. Whatever chance and choice you got free will, and God is still the one that, you know what I'm saying, you have to answer to at the end of the day. So,
Amen.
And I'm teaching her to love herself, you know what I'm saying, and what it is she's gonna do is be, a person just like all of us. She's gonna have her experiences, you know what I'm saying, and basically that's what I'm here for, to be a guide, not to,
I definitely think power couples should be the title.
Hold on. So, like, say for instance, now we grown, right? Teach things, right? But as you being a grown woman like myself, I'm someone's daughter. So, like, if I'm role playing in the bedroom, now normally you.
Yeah.
You want to say, turn that ass over, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some good time, bitch.
You better do it.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can go freak on, because it is freaking Friday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we could do all that. But we just out in the street, and I say, he just, hey, slut. No, that's a difference. You're not doing that. I ain't no slut. But you was a slut, no, that's different. I'm a slut in the bedroom and a bitch in the bedroom, but I'm not one out here. So no one use that word, slut, all that good stuff.
Hey, but you do know the freaks come out at night.
The freaks come out at night.
Sometimes
in the daytime.
The freaks do come out at night.
Yeah. You're a real freak 24/7.
Question. It's Freaky Friday, y'all.
I did calling no woman no slut, Kenny. Don't be saying, hey, slut.
No.
Don't be on the pulpit and be like, you a slut and you a slut.
See, I would teach, I teach my godson, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always teach about, how you live, the fruit you sow. You know what I'm saying? The fruit that you sow. Granted, we don't, because I'm always, we know that life and death is in power of the tongue, right? We know words have meaning. We have, it gives life. But if your behavior, if you're exuberating behavior that is unbecoming, whether you want to be a slut or whore, whatever it is, then we need to correct that. You know what I'm saying? Our behavior is going to manifest, those terminologies to be called. So we just got to do some teaching. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it just really boils down to. I wouldn't want, we wouldn't want, our kids or to be deemed that. But if the behavior is, unbecoming of that, then now we gotta get real with it to deal with it.
Yo!
Just for the record, I want to say there's a lot of things worse than a slut that you can be called, and that they called us like the N-word. That's, to me, that's worse than being called a slut. So words only have powers that you give them, but you can take it around and use it in love. It depends on how you say it, depends on who's saying it. If a random person off the street came up to you, you little slut, you be like, well, hold up, partner, you don't know me.
You don't know me.
If I come and I say, Nanny, look at you,
you ask for consent or my boundaries.
It's who say it, how you say it, where it's coming from. That's any word. If you saying it with love, it'll be received with love. If you saying it with malice in your heart, it'll be received with malice in your heart. When you're saying the wrong thing, you gotta get love and peace.
Yeah. Can I jump in?
She on fire. She on fire. She on fire. Oh, sit down. We see on fire, y'all.
I know this. I'm holding up 3 fingers because I'm the mother of 3 girls. And when you have 3 girls, they like to do this to you a lot.
Wait a minute, Rose, I'm sorry.
What?
I missed it.
I said I was holding up 3 fingers because I have 3 daughters, 3 girls, okay? And being a mother of 3 girls and being an outrageous girl myself and having a mother, I know girls like to round go and doing this to their mothers, you know, because I don't want to be my mother growing up. And when I have 3 girls, that's why I share everything I share with my daughters. And that's why I'm like, again, my oldest daughter, I love her so much. I love her so much. She told me about the first time she had sex, and she's 16, okay? And when I asked her, how was it? As I was driving to the gynecologist to put her on birth control, okay, guys? She's telling me she had sex for the first time. And it was this with one of her schoolmates. And this kid gave my daughter an edible and said, give this to my future mother-in-law. Love him. Love the kid. I'm like, okay, well, let's go. I hear you. But when I asked her what was it like for the first time, she was like, it felt like a dead fish flopping around on me. So am I gonna get mad when anybody calls my daughters, any 3 of them, a slut and a whore? No, because as long as they know the difference between good and fucking run away. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Run away, save your life, save yourself. Don't have sex. Like, as long as they know the difference between those 2, call them a slut, call them a whore. They're girls with minds and know how to think for themselves. How's that a bad thing? Anyone? Bueller, anyone?
Well, it is a question for Kenny. Alan wanted to know to the Reverend, did you have slutty ways before God? And did that did that Harrison? Ooh. Is that Harrison? H-O-R?
Horism.
Oh, that's I thought it was. I was like Harrism.
No,
Horism leads you to God.
No, that wasn't my testimony.
Oh, okay.
What?
I think everyone gets tired of being tired. I think everything takes the torment. Everything, not a torment. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. Everything can take a toll on you. So I do think that your actions, it might be fun, it might be liberating. Having random sex partners, it may be a thing where you're filling a void for the moment. But everyone eventually gets tired of what they're doing, and they're going to switch. So I think oftentimes going down a certain road, and I'm not going to take over the conversation, but I think going down a certain road, it does lead people to Christ. It does lead people to find a different way. Eventually, people will realize it's not the route. Yes, people will realize. Yes.
Amen, my brother.
Pain for purpose and misery for ministry.
Indeed.
Amen. Come on,
I support that. Yeah.
Lord, I didn't know I was going to church this morning.
We're coming up on time because this has been another edition of the Jenny Jones Show, according to my cousin. That was this day of long wig, like Jenny Jones. Okay. So Jenny, I want everybody to leave. Give them something for the weekend. What is your final thoughts? And now I'm Jerry Springer. Trayvon, what are your final thoughts? Can you give to the people out there?
Althea, there's a wig for that too.
I would say kind of spinning off the same comment that I gave when I had the last podcast with you guys. And thank you again for having me on here again. I definitely appreciate that. Tread lightly. Realize, like you were saying, I'm going to spin off actually what you said, because I kind of agree with what you were saying about realize and discover your own value. Number one, learn to be alone. Learn to not need to fill a void from anyone, whether that be or anything, whether that be alcohol. And as you guys, I'm sure, see me smoking on the live, smoking cigarettes. Try to figure out how you can fulfill yourself without needing anything external to satisfy you. That's what I say. Yes.
That's a good one. That's
Nene, Rico.
Amen. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a balance that everybody is faced with. Everybody has their Achilles heel. Everybody has their little demon, their little vice. So, yes. You know what I'm saying? That being said, on this Freaky Friday, you know what I'm saying? What's your guilty pleasure? I mean, you know what I'm saying? What is it that you like to do? I mean, we got a lot of different, preaching going on, but, we still on Freaky Friday. So, let us know what y'all want to know. And let's energy going. This has been a good show so far.
Good show. Yeah. Freaky Friday.
Good show, y'all.
Fat girls. Everybody like fat girls.
They like anything.
Don't they?
Hey, are you a little biased?
Are you a little biased?
Hell yeah.
All right. At least you're not denied.
Kenny, you like fat girls, Kenny? What you got to say for the people?
Listen, I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. You know, I don't look at physicality because I'm after the heart. I'm after the mind. I'm more a turn on for me is a person that's psychologically, you know, that's intellectual. You know, those are my. Yeah, I'm giving some pointers out. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I am single. Yeah, I just thought to throw that out there too. Just make sure. Just make sure though, on the real though, that you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself, and if you love yourself, do what you can do to make you happy, and keep putting good out into the universe. Keep putting good out into the atmosphere, and just keep shining for greatness. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all. We all. I don't care what nobody say. We all desire to be loved. So all this, I don't need no man, I don't need no woman. That's not how God made us to be. You know what I'm saying? Maslow's hierarchy of needs is real. We all desire to be loved, nurtured, secure, and all the above, man. So, you know, be great on purpose and love yourself.
I know that's right. I like that one. Be great on purpose. Be great on purpose.
Oh, Lord. And Alan got to get on here next week. He said fat whores are the best whores because they make sandwiches afterwards.
Because you're going to eat good. Good. You're going to eat good.
Michelle, what you got to say, Michelle?
But to piggyback off the good Reverend, because I just want to make one about the hierarchy of needs, the Maslov with the dogs that every time you ring the bell, ding, 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 they start to salivate. You know, you said it. You need people want to feel loved, valued, safe, and secure. And when somebody only feels, yeah, you can make me feel loved, you can make me feel valuable, but if you're not making me feel safe and secure, that's going to leave me on edge. That's going to make me act like, oh, guess what, ladies? There's a new crazy woman in town. And it happens to be the Italian one. So the new name for the Italian women who blend in with the white ones is the Lindas of the world. I turn into a crazy, fuck them Karens. Them Lindas ain't got nothing on them Italians.
Look, if Freaky Friday wouldn't be the same without DJ Slicky Woo Boo said it wasn't freaky enough for him. Can somebody please go over there and sit on his face, preferably a fat whore with some sandwiches? Go on over there and sit.
That's gonna make some sandwiches.
Would that be freaky enough for him? If any fat whores out there in the vicinity of Baltimore, if they can Slicky Woo Boo and make the sound while he mixing the music. Celador Productions, open the door, Slicky. So it can get freaky for you. Yo, Freaky Friday wasn't freaky enough.
You got to get a whore that rolls into riding dirty.
Oh, we're going, go on over there. Y'all, somebody help Slicky, please.
But I actually appreciate the balance between the two. I appreciate everybody being able to laugh, share their pieces, but I love the power couple. I don't know both of y'all by name, but I love the power couple and y'all responses. Y'all be able to laugh with each other, give like logical responses. I love the balance of it. It might not have been freaky enough for him. Somebody can go make this nigga a sandwich, and then maybe he'll feel better about it. But I think I really appreciate the balance. I really like the balance of laughter and seriousness at the same time.
Nene Rico, do you guys have a business card that says the power couple on it?
Nene Rico.
Do you have the power couple though on your business card right below it? Because I feel like that needs to be added. Nene Rico, the power couple.
Everybody know us.
Yes,
great show, Reese. This was one of the best shows. We enjoyed ourselves. I laughed the whole time. I love the energy. This was a great cast to have on for this Friday. I think we all need this laugh, and it was healthy. It was
healthy.
It was
conversation.
Beautiful.
Hold on, I'm on a podcast.
What about you, Reed?
Oh, definitely. It was enjoyed. Somebody said, my wife said your ass is whooped.
Slicky Woo Boy, he said it wasn't freaky enough.
Right. So what can be some of the subject matters for you? Because like I said, I love the balance. We should be able to talk about it, but then also talk about the backlash. Because everything we do has some type of negative effect behind it. But what can be some of the subject matters for your next show, that your next Freaky Friday? I mean, what can some of the topics that can be brought up that we can discuss? I mean, I don't really want to necessarily talk. We're all grown, but I don't want to talk about dildos and vibrators and shit. You know,
we need
how to keep it spicy in the bed, how to maintain your sexual life. What are some things you need to put into your diet so that you can have the best sex experience? How do you keep your orgasm maintained? I don't know. You know, I mean, those are just. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the subjects though, because that does matter.
That's for next Friday.
I like that. I like that. Some good questions.
So Slicky, stay tuned. You know what I'm saying?
You learn something.
Get ready to get freaky for Slicky.
Well, how about this? Urban Dictionary just popped up a word on my. Can I read it to you? And maybe we talk about culture and language and words that get all like weird, like this word, nothing burger. Something lame, dead end, a dud, insignificant, especially with high expectations that turns out to be average, pathetic, or overhyped. Much to the team's dismay, the year's #1 pick in this year's draft turns out to be a nothing burger. What?
Molly, come on in and close out the show.
Are you hungry?
I don't want a nothing burger, Michelle. That was
maybe a burger, but not a nothing burger. A burger.
What's up, Molly? What's going on, Molly?
What up, fam?
Ain't nothing much. What's up? What's going on?
Y'all know me, man. Just in here laughing at y'all, enjoying the show. Slicky said wasn't freaky enough, man. That's because Michelle ain't got them chests showing. She all wrapped up today.
It's still cold here in the merry little lands of Maryland there, the Molly, the Wizard of Oz guy, whatever you want to conduct the Grand Wizard.
It's Friday. Show them things for him.
Man behind the curtain.
Is that freaky enough? You get knocked out with a titty. Bam! That's freaky. What sent you to the ER? My sister hit me in the head with one of her titties. Keep playing with me. Keep playing.
Y'all gotta come back on next Friday if y'all got the time. It was a good panel. I think it was grown and sexy, man. It was still freaky, but it wasn't too freaky.
Great. That was great.
I love it. I loved it.
Michelle, you know you're supposed to bring the sexy. Michelle was like, screw that. She's taking the day
off.
off.
Tired of being sick and tired about the.
Hey, Miss Reese, you gotta get your confetti gun. Next time we need your confetti gun. We need some pasties. We need something. We got maybe we do need to spice it up in this joint.
Oh, was you there when I did the confetti?
Yeah, that's why I said somebody. Yeah, when you put
Clean up your own mess at your own house there, Reese Cup.
Reese been killing the wig game, Alan, man. That's 1 of 20. She got a few on this night.
Okay, you're not playing with that though.
Sluts don't take breaks, Michelle.
What's that now?
Alan said sluts don't take breaks.
No, you know what? That's the king of the sluts talking right there.
Alan, light skinned and well moistured.
He real moisturized.
Well moisturized.
That sounds like pun intended. That sounds like a slut with a lot of time on his hands.
Damn it on.
Y'all practicing on us?
Cool. We all been there before.
Oh,
man.
God, I'm dying.
Everybody been there before.
I can't believe I got the Reverend on here. Kenny, man, it's gonna be weird when you go back to church this Sunday. And I'm sending this to all the members right now.
He definitely got a sermon or two coming off this podcast. He definitely got something to say to the congregation coming off this joint. I ain't gonna lie.
Next Friday. You coming back next Friday. Kenny suggestions. You're like, how to make an orgasm last. Next Friday.
But he got some good subject matter, though. He has some good subject.
It's real. It's real. Yeah. Look. They need to talk about sex in the church. Hello, somebody.
Yes, that part. Yes, that part.
overall, y'all, it was a good show. I really like the topic. When it comes to sets, you know, I like that all y'all had different perspectives on things. I like that when y'all come talking about creation, that we understand these words was created. You know, words do have power, but like I tell everybody, Reese said it depends on how much power you give them words, you know, because these words was created by human beings just like us, you know. So whoever made the word slut, they gave it a definition. Shit, they can put all our pictures. They can put all our pictures beside the word slut. At one point in our life, all of us was a slut for somebody. And you got to think about it. Once we moved on, we became a slut for somebody else. So we just slutty. But all these words was created, you know, and this was created for us to communicate with each other. So I don't really take too much, you know, too much of it. You know, I don't think too much of it. But overall, great show. Love y'all. We be back on here Monday, 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. We miss you, Visa.
Yay!
Yes.
It was a good show, y'all.
Man. Have
It was a good show. Yeah. That's cool.
Y'all behind the curtain.
Next Friday, Alan Williams will be on the podcast as well.
Hey, you say that every Friday, man.
Okay, that's cool. We need to be on, yeah.
Come on, Alan. You say that every Friday now. I'm starting to know that's your slogan. Alan been married for 14 years. I don't think he allowed to come on here, man.
I'm gonna get his wife. I'm gonna get my cousin-in-law. I get her on here. She'll come on here.
Is that this Turner?
Alan said, "I love y'all."
No, all right, y'all. I see y'all in the background.
All right. No problem.
Bye, everybody.
All right.